a great sense of humor. Kojo, how did it all start for you?
For me, I would say everything started from the whole thing that you see. Everything started with my father,
Right.
Apostle Dr. Kojo.
Right.
Yeah, I only took charge of things, the business side, about 2-3 years ago. So the whole thing started, the whole vision, the whole dream started with my dad. Yeah.
Very well. Now we want to understand further. We want to find out whether or not indeed you had an interest in the business already, or you just developed or you grew to love the business, because your father has some big shoes. And so we want to understand how
Tell me about it.
Well, and we've all seen his exploits, all the things that he's been able to do in this country, televisions, to cars, to all the electronic appliances, and so it's a very big shoe. How were you able to fit in easily? And now you're doing some great job.
I'm not fully fitted in.
Okay.
I'm still filling the shoes.
Right.
It's been a journey. I would say both ways when it comes to having the interest and the passion for it, and also being brought up in that path. Growing up at the age of 7, at the age of 8, 9, we were being taught how to do electronics in the house at Taifa. We were all homeschooled. And at the age of 9, we were able to do lighting systems, and it was very funny. I remember one time we fixed this amplifier. We had completed the whole setup, the whole body, the whole, everything was complete.
I'm just waiting to hear what you say.
The thing came up. After a few minutes, all we heard was boom.
Wow.
My dad was like, hey, I never know. And that was how the whole thing started. But later on in life, we all took different paths, and I felt I'm a pilot. I was a pilot at the age of 19.
Oh, wow.
It's quite prestigious, but there's no glory, there's no prestige than attaching my name actually to my father's name and doing what he's doing. So that was the turning point for me. And I used to hear a lot that people say that great people don't normally have great children, or great people or rich people, their children are not, they don't live up to the same level or that same pedestal that their parents lived up to, or their sport and all. And that was something I wanted to change. They would say it about people, but it wouldn't be about me. I want my name to be carved in gold.
Wow. We want to understand, when did you actually develop the interest? Is it after you became a pilot? Is it after you felt that, well, daddy is aging a bit, so let me try and step into his shoes to make sure that I sustain the business that he's worked so hard to put up?
There was this course that I was doing in Gimpa. It's called Sustainable Development. And reading and understanding that topic alone, sustainable development. It talks about not actually looking at the current development, but the future. So thinking about sustainability, I started thinking, okay, then I need to actually get serious. I need to put the flashy cars, the nightlife, the clubbing and all aside and actually get serious. So I built that passion. I developed that passion. I grew into it. It became parts and parcel of me as time went on.
Now let's delve a lot more into accreditation. You recall that when daddy started the business and he was doing some quite great jobs, he used to market his products on a certain TV station, and people fell in love with what he did. People got into it, people bought into it, but it appears that at the time it was really very difficult for him to get accreditation to be able to sell the cars on the Ghanaian market. Now, you have done quite some great job. I mean, when you stepped in, things have been a bit flexible, if you want to put it that way, and you've been able to get the accreditation. Now, let's understand the processes that went into you being able to get the accreditation to be able to sell the cars in Ghana.
To answer your question, I will answer it in two parts. What he was doing on TV during those years, on TV at that time was, he was doing two things, trying to market the goods and also creating an awareness for people to know. His whole idea that he wants people to know in this country and in the whole of Africa is, he wants us to know that we are all capable of doing anything that the white man is able to do. So he was doing those things for
complete
the,
Nkrumahist, if you want to put it that way.
yeah, but I would say this is a complete Kantankaist.
I like that.
Yeah. And I would say the response and the feedback after years of showing that program on TV was lovely. People came out saying that, oh, hey, if Kantanka has been able to do this, that means I can do it too. You know, for you to have that self-belief as a black man, for you to have that self-belief as a Ghanaian, as an African, they can do anything. It's great. And with the accreditation and all that, he was into a lot of research. He did a lot of research to make sure. So most of the things you were seeing on TV, most were prototypes.
Right.
Some were also ready to go. The ones that were ready to go were the cars and the stabilizers and the electronic appliances.
Right.
Yeah, they were ready to go on the market. But he started the accreditation for it. It was taking time, you know, our system. And I think maybe the whole accreditation delay still baffles me a lot, because he did everything he was supposed to do. But there was something, you know, the pipes in Africa are always choked. They don't really flow. You know, when they tell you, oh, they're in the pipeline, it's coming. It's never the water never drops down. It's always get choked in there. So it took a very long time, but I have a different way of approaching things.
Right.
I'm not your everyday CEO wearing suits and all. You see me every day in my African wear.
Right.
I attack things in a very different way. I use both. I would remain silent on my ways.
No, I mean, no, I would want you to explain further, because we need to understand.
I would say that I don't take no for an answer.
Yeah.
If there's a process that can be done, and I believe it takes paper, pen, people sitting down to make certain decisions.
Right.
I don't see the reason why you will tell me, okay, we will need to sit down, give us about 4 months. What are you doing with that 4 months?
Right.
It means you're not serious, or you're not actually very dedicated to the job that you're doing.
Okay.
So I don't take no for an answer. And I have a very nice way of speaking to people. So I'll come to your office. I need you to help me with this warehouse licensing for my products that will be coming from the port. Okay, this is the process. Then I'll ask you, what process again is it that I have to go through? I'll take all the processes, go through each and every one of it. Then I submit it. Then I do a follow-up.
Okay, right. Let me just break you there. Let's go for a quick commercial break. When we come back, we'll be finding out about the companies that you have under the umbrella of KANTANKA group of companies, and how well you've been able to manage those companies to the level it is now. So